Hello everyone! Today's article is titled From Fitoura to Fuel. It takes us to the olive fields of Tunisia, where agricultural waste is being transformed into eco-friendly fuel. This story shows how one startup, BioHeat, is turning leftover olive residue, called Fitoura, into fuel briquettes. Not only do these briquettes replace traditional firewood, but they also reduce carbon emissions by 30%. This article gives us a powerful example of how local innovation can tackle both climate change and economic challenges. Let's dive in and learn how waste is becoming opportunity. Let's pause for a moment before we move into the article. Stories like this often reveal more than they seem. They raise questions about how we act, what we value, and what we pass on to the next generation. Even small innovations in unexpected places can offer global solutions. They show us that sustainability is not just a trend, it's a mindset. Let's talk about the theme, waste into wealth. This phrase highlights how something discarded or seen as useless can be transformed into something valuable. In many countries, agricultural waste is simply burned or dumped. But what if this waste could power homes, heat water, or even fuel entire communities? Transforming waste into energy not only protects the environment, but also supports local economies. This shift in thinking turns a problem into a solution, and sometimes even into a business opportunity. Why is it important to find new uses for waste materials, especially in developing countries? Finding new uses for waste is critical in developing countries, where resources are limited and environmental risks are growing. Turning waste into energy or materials reduces pollution, creates local jobs, and cuts dependence on expensive imports. It can also support education and health, as cleaner air and energy access improve daily life. In the article, the Tunisian startup BioHeat uses olive waste to produce eco-friendly fuel. This small innovation has large potential, saving trees, reducing carbon emissions, and offering low-cost energy. When countries embrace these solutions, they show that sustainability doesn't require wealth, only creativity and commitment. Now, to understand this article better, we need to familiarize ourselves with key vocabulary. We'll go over 3 important expressions, learn their meanings, and see them in action with example sentences. Let's start with residue. It refers to the small amount of something that remains after the main part has been removed or used. In the article, olive residue, called Fitoura, is what's left after the oil is pressed out. This leftover waste becomes the raw material for making fuel. Here is an example. She wiped the pan clean to remove the greasy residue after cooking. Next, we have briquette. A briquette is a small, compact block made of compressed material, usually used as fuel. In the article, BioHeat transforms olive residue into briquettes that are burned for heating. These blocks are economical and cleaner than wood or coal. Here is an example. They stacked briquettes in the stove to heat the cabin during the winter. Finally, let's look at carbon emission. It refers to the release of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, usually from burning fuel. In the article, BioHeat's fuel reduces carbon emissions by using olive waste instead of wood. This makes it more environmentally friendly. Here is an example. Governments are working to lower carbon emissions to slow down climate change. Now that we've explored the main themes and vocabulary, let's reinforce our understanding with a summary dictation exercise. Listen carefully and fill in the blanks. In Tunisia, BioHeat turns olive waste into eco-friendly fuel briquettes, offering a clean energy alternative to wood. Founded by engineer Yassine Khelifi, the company provides a low-carbon, affordable heating solution while reducing agricultural waste. Its patented process benefits both the environment and economy. Local businesses support the switch, and BioHeat aims to expand beyond olive residue, showing how innovation can power sustainable energy transitions. Let's check the answers and review what each word means. The first answer is eco-friendly. It means not harmful to the environment, used here to describe the fuel. The second answer is engineer. An engineer is someone who designs or builds things. Yassine Khelifi is the founder. The third answer is agricultural. It refers to farming-related waste like leftover olive residue. The fourth answer is patented. A patented process is legally protected and unique. The fifth answer is sustainable. This means long-term and environmentally responsible. Well done, everyone! We've explored how innovation can turn agricultural waste into clean energy while supporting rural economies. BioHeat shows that sustainable solutions don't always require high-tech factories. They can start with local resources and smart ideas. Let's end with this question. What incentives could governments offer to encourage sustainable fuel alternatives? We'll explore this more in our next class. Until then, keep an eye out for creative ideas that turn problems into solutions.